Hello, comrades. It's Premier Rever, and we are back at the biggest city of Neuve Revergrad. I don't know if it's the biggest city. And is this? Some people have referred to this as a map. Other people have said city. I could kind of personally consider it. We have multiple cities: Bricksville and Neuve Revergrad, and then we have a couple smaller towns like Electronville or Electrical Town near Electronville. But I did pause time just for a second. I'd like to dive back into time going, but I wanted to point this out. I think they did a little update on me. I know they did an update. I didn't really pay too much attention. I've had a really, I wouldn't say stressful couple weeks, but a few of my friends have been sick. So I'm sorry about missing the video last week. And yeah, just have had a lot on my mind. And anyway, one of my friends is out of the hospital. I'm going to go visit him and watch the Super Bowl with them tomorrow. But the other one's still in there. But hopefully they'll both be better. And thank you. For the few of you that knew about it, thank you for your thoughts on that. In any event, it looks like we have... we're having a hard time finishing this road. I was just scoping out the map to see what we needed to do, and there was a big, long traffic jam here. And part of the reason for that was because... not because of these cars so much, but because, I don't know, I think the cars are causing these buses to lose all their workers, and then the workers aren't making it over to here. But now we finally I got the traffic jam cleared out enough that we've got a paver over there. So as soon as we do manage to get some of this asphalt, that should start rolling forward. But I think we need to get a gas station someplace else. What do you guys say? Like, it doesn't seem like... I'm not sure we would. I don't think we'd fit one in right there. No, we wouldn't. We might get one in here. Let's get it out and see where it would maybe fit. What is this? Is that a one-way gas station? Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, and by the way, one of the reasons I'm looking forward to... yeah, is that like a big slope? We might get it in there if we could level... we're not going to be able to level enough to make a difference, I don't think. Like we go this, that would be kind of a nice tucked out of the way play. I don't want to put it right in the middle of our beautiful town. Those are the people that have cars are over this way. It's not going to fit there with the hills. I mean, I could just level out a little, probably over here maybe. What do you think? Like, keep them from all going to that one. Yeah, can I get that started? I bet you I can get it started with an electrical thing. No. There you go. Turn yellow? No. No, maybe we'll have to do it the old-fashioned... What? Oop. What? Now, road leveling usually kind of works. A little bit. Let's see. Yeah, see, it goes right from yellow to red is the problem right there. Now, can we get it? Can we do it here? No. You know what? There's a spot. I don't think I'd ever build anything else right here. Level action. I don't want to level that very much, are you? See, some of it is it's awful steep. I guess I could go across the street. Yeah, let's do that. All right, let's get rid of this for a second. What? Oh, come on. Right, and then... really? There you go. Once you get those dirt roads, once you get them going, you can usually keep them going a little bit. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. So we'll get this guy to work on another gas station. It is a gas station, right? Make sure I put that in the right thing. I have a tendency, they kind of look similar to me. I think it already found that road. Yeah, look, he's over there working on that road. So, good. We'll get another gas station for the people who have cars. Now, the other cities, I don't think we're actually using too many cars up here right now. All right, we're using them to get out to, I mean, there is a parking, no, it's not even a parking lot. Don't we have, oh, there it is right here. Where's our firehouse? I thought we had a firehouse right, oh, it's over here. Yeah, so these people are going to work here, which is pretty pointless. But there's not that many people with cars there. How about Old Revergrad? Old Revergrad, I think, has some cars. There's the gas station. It's clear, but good. So I guess, I'm assuming that was a bit of a rush. I just really started up the time and was looking for things that we could do. Let's get rid of this wireframe. Sorry about that. Right, and one of the things I thought of is I don't see a lot of smoke coming from here for some reason, so I'd like to take a look at our clothing. And we have, why aren't they? Yeah, no crops. And that was sort of what I was looking at as maybe one of the first things that we would do. Now, we have 2 trains sitting here waiting, which is a sign, that we're taking all the crops away. We have 2 trains sitting here, meaning we're not making, was that smoke from production or was that smoke of a fire? I don't know. Let's see what it says. Oh yeah, the factory was on fire there. Yeah, so how are we doing here? Yeah, no crops here. Yeah, like in other words, before this train pulls up, which is now basically full, there was no crops, so I don't know how well we're doing. Yeah, very, very little crops. Now, some of these aren't even fired up yet. So, yeah, we definitely don't have enough crops for that. And then if we come up to this, well, we've only got 1 train sitting there, but a minute ago there was 2 sitting there. So that means we're taking away all of those crops. Now, some of these crops are coming up to here. And yeah, we do have some workers in here, but I don't think we have we have no train that comes here to take crops out of this food thing. So let's take a look at what we're doing. Yeah, we got two that come here. So this one is going to Breadstock Warehouse 2. Why is this one going to both? Because this one is doing... Yeah, I think we're going to do this a little different, which is why I opened it up. Let's shrink this down after the game save happens. All right, so now we have crops coming from here. So as this goes on, I'd like to keep an eye on this. Like, see, this guy's still just... he's just sitting there. Is it... And he's causing this guy to get delayed. What are you doing? Oh, you're working on a road. Okay. Yeah, you're just waiting for more. Now, we put, at the last episode, we put 2 trucks over here. So I'd like to keep an eye on if this is fast enough. Or did we? I don't see... No, we only have 1 over here. Do we have 2 here? Or was I just thinking that and I'm mentally insane? Maybe I sent them to a depot. I don't know. Yeah, let's go get 2 more trucks. Or did I say it and then just never did it? Like, said, well, I think we got to keep an eye on whether we need 2 trucks. Well, you know what? Let's do this first. We'll keep an eye. We had like 680 in there. But... I was just looking, we have another train here, and I'm thinking what we should do is have 1 train for each of these things. So this one, yeah, this is the new one. So what I want to do, the other one has a route to bring the cars into here. And we're producing yet another train, so I'm thinking, yeah, let's just do 5 on each train. I wish they would tell you a little bit better. I guess we could do the mathematics. So what is... Yeah, this train holds 270. This one's holding 220. This one's holding 220. So if we took another one back off of here. Yeah, they're each even trains of 220. And the other question would be if we do this, you know what, let's make this one a little bit bigger with hopes. The problem will be it'd be less frequent, but they'll carry more when they do come back. So in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it matters unless this guy like exceeds his limit. Right? So what I'm thinking of is, yeah, let's shrink this guy and this guy. Right, one of the problems may be the length in here. Yeah, see, it's definitely too short where that signal is. So and then the other thing I've kind of figured out, well, we could do signaling here or not, but I don't think I'll stay with what I was doing there. If we just put a regular signal like here, we could get rid of this one, right? And then kind of the same thing with each of these. So we know that we're not going to have a problem with a longer train. Right, and then do we send these other food trains? Now, how are we doing with these? Now, this one, again, no vehicles coming to here. So this is warehouse, what, 2, 3, and 4 in that order. Good. So let's talk about what one of them does, and then I'll go set up the rest of them to be like probably very similar, but maybe one of them in the opposite direction. And then hopefully that'll work. All right, so this one's the one that's going to number 2. And then I'll rename. Oh, look at this. Food number 1. No. 1. Hey, we got the food number 1 train. And this will be number 1, right? I guess. Let's see. What does the map say? Yeah, that would be to the east of the map. I don't know. Do we want to do east, middle, west? Start thinking of it in that way. Food east. Food eat. Yeah. All right, and then we'll shrink this one. So that way we know which warehouse they're going to. They're all going to go the same basic route, kind of, sort of. So that won't be their geographic coverage area. That'll be their thing. So what I want them to do, we'll see how well this works out. You're going to leave bread stock. Yeah, I haven't gone up to NR distribution, but I think just because it's to the east, we would see about having him come into here and unload food. Right, and then when you get done here, yeah, that should be the only food there. Then you should come over to NR distribution. Unload food. All right, and then you should come down to Revergrad distribution. What happened there? How did he jump to go into that one? All right, so let's get rid of some of these. I don't know what I'm doing. Getting rid of some of these stops here, so as to not be too confused, since he's jumped to go into that other one anyway. So, but he's empty. You know, go back to bread stock if you're empty. Yeah, get rid of that one. All right. So then he comes over to here. He drops off food. And then there is no food drop off This is the beauty of the system, is that there's a very limited number. So you're going to come into here. Let's click on this. Drop off food. And then finally, if you have any left, you'll come over to here. Well, it would be nice if you could say, if you had any left, go there. Otherwise, go back to home. But I think that would be getting awful complicated, right? And then he comes back into Breadstock Warehouse 2. All right, and then I'd like to set up this other train here with basically the same route. So that's my east. All right, I'm going to pause it for half a second. Just make sure this guy doesn't leave. All right, so I just copied that over to this one. But instead of going to 2, I want you to go to 3. What happened there? I didn't select this. All right, and load food. Go to that. Oh, okay. How much do you have in you? 73. Can you go back to here? Did I just mess that guy up? Yeah. You know what? All right, go on your route. And then we'll get rid of this one. All right, so he has the same route. Let me just pause it for a minute. I'll get a sip of tea, and then I'll get the third one set up going in the opposite direction, but to the same exact stops. So this food west will go to NR distribution first and do, you know, if you're looking at it from this, I guess you're looking at it from any direction, it'll be like a clockwise loop. These guys will be doing counterclockwise. And then I'd like to see what happens, you know, over a little period of time. I'm not going to wait that long. We'll go off to do something else. But over a period of time, I'd like to see what's happening with this. Are we really just not getting that much food out of here? If there's a certain thing we could do to speed it up. Certainly feels like we should be getting more food out of there, right? But who knows? All right, see you guys in a minute. Okay, let's see how that works out. Now, while I was assigning that route going around, I thought about one thing. As our town grew, you know, we grew from over here by Neuve Revergrad, and then I got this idea of a big loop, and, you know, ended up putting train lines over this way as much as anything because I'd already started building tunnels over here, which is good because that does get us close to MB distribution. But what we don't really have, like this becomes then part of the loop, and at one point I wasn't sure if I was going to go like all the way around wide, but I don't think I want to because this would take us more directly from NR distribution, and the next stop is, at least for like these kind of supplies, is going to be down here at MB distribution, right? The other stop is if you're a cargo kind of supply, like now we got an oil train in here. What's he doing? I don't like that. He's making a loop around to go somewhere. We'll have to check him out. Like there's no reason for him to go through through where the prefab panels are. But in any event, one of the problems we have is to go from NB is fine, but like this breadstock, this guy can't come around here. And also, I'm wondering if it wouldn't be a little more direct to have him come like over this way, right? And feed through here instead of going this way. But in any event, these guys can't get from breadstock without going all the way down and around to get over to NR. So I'm thinking about doing something right here relatively quickly. Like, let's just see, can we do a bridge? I guess we'll just do the same type. Let's zoom in so we can make sure we're at the, we're only one. Right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, can we? So what I'm thinking of is a train that would come along here. I guess we. Does that go all the way over to there? I don't want to go that far. It's not going to really let me build it unless I build it matching, is it? Like I can't just build it. Yeah, I guess I could do something like this, right? Oh, look, they changed it. Or do I got a different kind of bridge? Oh, I got a different kind of bridge. Oh, I like that. Look how wide the openings can be. Now, the only problem with that is doesn't match. Yeah, let's get a matching bridge going. Oops, that's the signal. Alright, so I think we have this one. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and then at some point here, yeah, I want you to be, I don't want the legs to be too much different. Come on, turn green. Alright, and then can you go down to the ground? I saw a green flash. Yeah, you could. I don't want you to really mess up everybody and their mom from. Yeah, 12%. Let's slope it this way. Angle too sharp. Yep, like right there. Right, so trains coming this way could get onto this track, I hope. All right. And then we would need, we would do like a similar thing. Yeah, let's just bring you off like that so you're a short intersection. And I'm going to delete a little bit more. Try to bring you, like, say, through right here. Right, and then can we do like a similar but opposite thing in a sense over here? That's one. No, of course not. Oh, there we go. It's getting kind of too far. There you go. I think that will kind of work out. I don't know. We're getting towards the end of the map anyway, right? So let's go all the way back down to the ground. Lose our 12%. Angle too sharp. All right, I could live with that, I think. Not quite what I really intended to do, but I'm pretty sure I can. You know what? I don't want electrical. So I think I will. Let's go down and get rid of a little more of this. I know we can get this. Yeah, that might. No, you just don't like that by that much. Let's get rid of a little bit more. Now I know you like it. Right? So now they can come up, you know, either that way or this way. Yeah, that's awkward, but, you know, we'll call it the Flying W Bridge. Special design. Now, I think we could do like a crisscross here, and I think I would just auto. Can I do the crisscross right over here? All right, and then we have very little chance of actually having a JAMA. Let me commit. Oop, not a fuel thing. Let me commit to all of those things, and then I'm just going to pay for these so that it's just not a massive issue. All right, and then the rail construction. Yeah, you would be a regular signal. Yeah, In should be always in a chain, out of regular. And the only real problem I think we're going to have is, well, we could have a bunch of problems, but the main problem, can we get a signal here? Yes. All right, you're free to go in and out. And then the biggest problem will be like right when they get to the very end of construction. All right, and then these guys should be able to get over there and get her done. And then the fear would be that they, you know, it could cause a traffic jam, but I don't think it'll be too bad. All right, almost to the point where before they're... Nah, you know what? Let's just bite the bullet and send them both out there. Oh, they have... Why do they have 3? I don't understand what that... What is that? Oh, that's right. They're working on this, aren't they? You know what? Let's cancel this for a minute. From them. Right? And say... Yeah, you know what? These guys should be able to get out there and work on it too. It might be a little more awkward, but... Let's just see. No workers. Well, that's all right, because I have those turned off. Let's just see if I can assign this. Pretty sure I'll be able to. All right. Yeah, let's turn their workers all the way back on for now. Really? You won't let me go up to 160? Oh, because I only have... That's, I don't know. I don't know why. Sorry, I don't really care why. As long as we get some workers out there. All right, are you yelling me? Yeah, there you go. Good. They'd have got a question mark or would never have left or something. All right, so are these guys... Is that the first one? Yep. There's the second one. Good. So that should cut down on their route a little bit. Otherwise, that the train, you know, that's doing the west warehouse here. Breadstock. Yeah, let's see. Did they... Bread... The names were pretty limited. Where? Oh, good. Can get that much in anyway. All right, and then we'll do the same thing here, or very similar thing. Good. We can get that much in. Hopefully this doesn't cause problems, but I don't know why it would. Nice. Good, because I'd like to get a sense of the north, south, east, and west. I never really, never really paid too much attention because they didn't have the map when I first started, so I kind of got used to not playing with it. But there we go. All right, so we're dropping off corn. Do we have... Yeah, now are you told to wait? Nah, see, this is just where they're... If we look here, he's not told to wait, but he'll sit there until he gets tired of sitting there, and then he'll go on. All right, then how are we doing here? We still haven't moved. Now, what are you... Well, we are staying ahead of it. If you look, I mean, we were at 280, right? Now, what are you doing over here? Well, we're at 100. Now, what are you doing? You're just unloading. Yeah, it's just not a huge number of crops. Yeah, we're not getting them all harvested. Now, there's something else we could probably do, but I would want to do a test, which is to actually assign trucks to this. So that the truck would sit in the field. Now, the problem is you'd almost have to have like a truck per field, right? Sitting there waiting for crops. But then But it's not like we can't produce a lot of them. So we're going to try that as an experiment someplace. I don't know about right here. So we just assign a truck to sit in this field and wait for crops to be harvested. And then it would drive over to, well, I guess it could just drive right to the silo here. I don't know why it would even have to go to here, right? Just have them come here. Yeah, we'll try that in a minute, but let's just see, you know, there's potentially other things that we would do first. Good. I want to make sure this is getting built. Yeah, it's going to cause headaches, but all rail construction causes headaches. I think even in real life that's true. Okay, well, let me take a look around the map. Let's see how we're doing with our trains real quick, and then I'll think of the next thing and regather my thoughts. I know we should be getting done this bridge over here. Yes, we're done that bridge, so we could probably get rid of some of that goofiness I created. All right, what is all this? This is our train construction that needs to happen over here. All right, and we're still working on this. Oh. No. Well, you know what? Let me electrify some of this. We should have one more assignment. Yeah, that guy's just heading back, so we'll let him get done. But then I need to electrify this. Like I said, let me look for the next thing, because we're going to... One of our projects was to improve this. We can look at why our bitumen train was going through that weird way. But some of these train routes were set up so long ago, it was before I had... You know, like tracks change in a sense, and I don't necessarily go and recheck every vehicle every time they were probably coming over here to drop stuff off when he decided to go through here, or who the heck knows what he was doing. Oh, you know what it is too? No, he was, well, if he comes to here, he can't get the same problem this guy had, right? Like you can't come from here and then go to Neuve Revergrad, right? So, like in other words, he might have been coming into here this way to be able to turn around and go back out that way. I wonder if that's what he was doing. And again, it would be the similar issue to this. Yeah, would I want to make it so he could get over there, or to just, I don't know that I care that they go that route. There's only like a fuel train and a bitumen train at this moment. So let me take a look. Mostly what I'm going to do is try to take a look at our economy a bit, and we can go over this, like say last month and what we've exported. I really want to, one of my big goals, and that's why I was working on that food a bit more, and even getting this guy like a little bit quicker around his route so that that's settled. I don't think that's going to change how much food we're making, but it's going to, I think it's going to help us with, you know, knowing what our maximum is, in a sense, our most efficient. But I'd really like to see it where we're not, we imported quite a bit of food, and I'm not quite sure why. Let's do this year and then go to food. See, but it is lower. Well, it's only lower a little bit. So let's see what happens when we get this in here. And I just want to think through what I'm doing, and then we'll come right back and I might give a little bit of time for things to pass, but most likely just start looking for the next thing to work on. All right, see you guys in a second. Okay, we're back here at the bread. I found something worth mentioning. We only have, this is completely full, and this guy isn't back yet. So I also went around, let me just shrink that so we can come right back here if we need to. And I went over here, and I just happened to catch this guy. I was looking to make sure we didn't have vehicles running around stupid. And we sort of do, but right off the bat, those sitting there is not doing us much good, right? Those crops sitting in there. And the guy was just over here, I think. So, in other words, I think, there he goes. Right, so this is, the middle one was just over here. Well, wait a second. I thought there was one in the middle. Did I name these wrong? Bread middle, bread east. Ah, look at that. This guy, oh, they're both going to the middle. Never mind. And then this, didn't I rename the locomotives? Or is this another one that I... What the heck did I do? Let's see. Oops, no, not you. Ah, we got another one that goes to the middle. Interesting. Well, how many do we have come to here? Just one. I see. Okay, well, let's go. Yeah, let's get the other one from here. Right, and then we're going to give you... No, you know what we're going to do? I really need to get some food everywhere, but really what I think I want to do is send... This guy's going to be... Yeah, this guy's going to have... Okay, let's think. The same route as this one, other than he's going to go to the middle, right? So this one, which is still sitting in there. There he is. I want to give you... I don't know if I can do this without messing it up. I just want to give you this route, which you seem to have had. Nothing changed, did it? Yeah, so I was thinking about this counterclockwise thing before, it seems. Right? No, something didn't take. No, why is that not copying the route? Look, it's not changing his route. Huh. Well, the good news is he is going the opposite direction. Oh, no, he's going to MB. See that? I want him to go to NR, but why can't I copy this guy's route over to him? Right? Oh, because it's the wrong train. Well, that's fine. This guy's going the other way around. So this one, I don't want to go to west. Right? I want him to come to here and load and wait for food. And then get rid of this one. There we go. All right, I had it. Never mind. I was thinking this guy was going the other way. So let's rename this one. What was it? Bread. Middle 2. Right, just in case we catch him running around. We can always figure out what he's doing. We've done it for a year now. Well, not a year, but many months. We've figured out where they're going without being able to rename them. All right, good. So what that's telling me, and this is, I think I was going to try to do all of the trains through our own train construction over here, and I've kind of have this, I don't want to say maxed out, but pretty close, and it's too slow. So I think we're going to keep buying the same, but I think what we're going to do, like for example, just to keep, if I was playing not recording, I might be more inclined to be more patient about it, but it's not like we don't have $2 billion with it. It's going up by the millions as it is. And look, we got food in here. Let's buy a train. So in other words, I'm not going to wait for all of those. We're going to buy 2 trains. Right? There we go. So we don't have any food or anything in them, and then we'll buy... Yeah, the only problem with that is... Now, let's keep all our... Never mind. I'm going to keep all of our food trains with the same blue box cars. Because, again, we got enough money. We'll figure out something else to do with those. All right. Now, how many can you hold? 220. That's pretty reasonable for, you know... I don't think having the 5th one on there is that big of a benefit. All right, so let's open up these 2. Doesn't matter particularly where they go, but yeah, what I would like to do, so this guy has two. This one has one that's going around the other way, right? So I actually want to go and get the route from this one, which is sort of what I was trying to do before, right? And copy. I need to have that station open, don't I? So let's go and get this west one copied to this one, and then I'm going to copy this east one to that one. Right, and then let's close all of this, and then I'm going to take this east one and send him to the west one. All right, and then this guy will become good. It seems like they're giving us more letters, at least with the vehicles, which is good. To rename those, and then we can get you started, I hope. And then this one, we're going to switch to the east one. All right, get rid of that one. Load, food, rename. What else called? Yeah. Bread warehouses. I'm just going to call it bread. Just because then it will be different. Bread west 2. Yeah, I think that's what I called the other ones. All right, what do we get? Food middle. Yeah, I think I messed up somewhere along the line there. Okay, now you can start. All right, so now we should have 2 trains. Yep, bread west 2. Can I? Nah. Bread middle 2. We do have 2 trains, so that should. Now again, I don't know if this is going to help that much or if it's just going to cause a traffic jam, but. The other one I called food. Bread. All right, there we go. I'll get it straight. Yeah, it can only carry 138. I was looking at the crop number with the 212. Yeah, so you're rolling out. Good. So, you know, that should kind of guarantee us that we have a train, and we should be able to stage trains in here. Like, we should be able to put one here, right? Probably, yeah, and then we should be able to put one. Yeah, let me get another signal. Like here, right? Yeah, I don't think I necessarily had to have that, but there we go. So if there's one waiting, we should have a staging. Here, let's get that back open. Sorry. Okay, I'll get there. All right, we should have a staging for each one of these. I was, you know, so we should be able to have 2 trains coming in and out. Yeah, so that's going to kind of maximize that out. Every time I've looked over here, this guy's still just sitting here. Is moving crops a problem? You know what? We're really not like going gangbusters on the moving crops, are we? Let's take a couple of these. Do we have any more over here? No. Let's take a couple of these and head back over there and just put them to help. It's not going to hurt. We got plenty of trucks. money is no longer, not that it has been for a long time, but right, and you can start. And then you. There we go. Now we just know that that's not the problem, because this is not really going down very quickly. Not that we've played that much. The pause wasn't in the recording wasn't that long, to be honest. All right, now are you? Okay, just making sure, because the other problem is if I stop a train here, it could stop the traffic flow. Now, why are you coming up from that way? Yeah, where are you going? Rail construction office. Okay, well that's fine as long as it's a temporary. Making sure it's not like a normal truck shouldn't be going across there. All right, and another question would be, how are we doing for people? Okay, I mean probably. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to have people become the problem. And this one was a little bit jammed up anyway, so it might be a few minutes before, because remember we didn't have the train wasn't properly going on there. But there we go. So we've increased the number of food trains that we have. We've just increased the number of trucks here. Let's keep taking a look. I really want to get to the point where we're not importing anything. And we got 3 of them waiting here. But I did something else. Let's try a little experiment down here. We got 3 of them waiting here. Are these guys down here? Yes. So what I thought of was we have 5 trucks. This was suggested. This was not my original idea, but it's been months since someone gave me this suggestion, so I think it was during one of the live streams. So I apologize if I'm not giving you your due credit. It was a good idea. I just wasn't ready with all the other things going on the map. So what I would like to do is take some of these fields and assign these trucks. Like you're going to come, well, we're in the middle of that, right? We're going to come to this field, and then you're going to go right to there, right? And we're going to say, wait for crops, and unload your crops. All right, so that's this one. Just doing a field they're not in. I don't think it makes any difference which fields we. And then you're going to come to this field and wait for crops and unload your crops. No, okay. I will put in 2 stations, right? And then, yeah, look, there's no truck in here. I'm going to try to get that guy started ASAP. So, well, I guess it doesn't matter. Why don't we do these so I know which ones I did. All right, because I'm hoping what we could do is if this works out, even just for this experiment, I would not, I mean, I don't think you could, I mean, I guess you could do it and put no vehicles in there and then have these guys doing 2. Let's just make sure they can take stuff off the field first. This guy is waiting, right? Yeah. So let's have this one come to there. So, like, could we get away with having them do 2 fields? I think that might work. All right. And then I don't think we did this one, right? Yeah, so let's do this one. Just see what happens if they... I don't know if they would conflict. I'm sure they will to some degree, but I mean, as long as they don't cause each other massive problems. Yeah, see, like this guy... big vodka. Cause so see, this is what I was worried about. Like, or did I just do that? I just did that. All right, let's. Which this guy was outside. Let's go. All right, so now you're just gonna sit there. And then you're what? Did I just do it twice? I think I did. Oh, no, you're working for the farm. So the farm still wants to send these trucks out. Are you working for the farm? No. Are you working for the farm? No, but I changed your... Now, why do you keep getting... Now, what is this? Oh, vodka big field for... Oh, okay. Yeah, so you just need to get over to big field 4. And then I'm thinking what I might need to do is get some more trucks. Right, are you... Because I'd like that guy to go on his way. And the whole part of the idea would be, well, you know what, let's send this guy out of here. Right, over to here. Yeah, now we've got a complete traffic jam. And then you probably need to do this a little more systematically. Yeah, let's take you off of working for the farm as well. Yeah, where is that depot? Here, I think? Or no. Here. All right. Yeah, so see, we have a bit of a traffic jam. You know what? Why don't you go to your next stop so this guy can get out of here? And this is kind of one of the reasons I didn't do this. And then you're under my control. You'll be leaving in a minute because there is a harvester there. Yeah, you're told to go to a new assignment. There should be 14 fields associated with this guy. So I'm thinking what I should do is go get some more trucks. And we kind of overproduced them a little bit anyway. Let me move that guy out of my way at least. And then all right, we need to send them to a depot first before we can assign them. Before I can assign them tasks. So let me do more of what I'm doing, so that way we don't run out of time in the episode, because we're getting a little bit. Yeah, so that one took. All right, like if I keep doing this fiddling, but what I'm going to try to do is get one truck assigned to each of the fields that I know are for this new farm loc. Right, which I think, yeah, I'll have to, and that'll just be kind of fiddly. And then I sort of have to kind of fit them in when this isn't going to happen. Right. Yeah, and I think I need to send these guys away. Right, get all the trucks out of there. Does that make sense? That's a parking lot. Where's that other one? Right there. All right, let me be back in a minute. I think you guys get the idea of what I'm trying to do here. And then I'll make sure I got all the right fields for this farm. And we'll have a truck just sitting in each one of the fields and see how that works out. Because it seems to be... What are you doing? Yeah, it seems to be working. You know, they seem to be... I mean, they're just sitting there doing nothing the whole time. But it's kind of... silly for another reason, but you know what I'm going to do, now that I think about it, before we go, I mean, I'm not going, but before I pause, I don't think I have, let's get more in here. Yeah, we'll get more, no more covered halls for a minute. Or do we? Yeah, this one's all jammed up. I was going to have them making buses. You know what? You're not really doing anything, and I don't care if you go real fast. Why don't you make me some combines? There's only a few, like small percentage people coming here, but then this one can make combines. This is making us a ton of open hauls. And then this one, we made quite a few fire trucks. I don't think too many. And then we've made a few buses that we're still making them, I guess. Either that or we're filled up. I don't want to get into that too much right now. All right, let me come back and straighten this out a little bit, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, now I have a truck in each one of these, or had, right? Some of these fields still have a little bit of stuff, but the problem was, or is, yep, this is a big problem right here. And in that, when this truck is sitting here, it won't go any further. Right, I'm not sure what I did there, but there we go. Clicked the wrong thing. Right, so if I send this truck out of here, and so if these trucks are waiting, this won't work. So the alternative is to put this not on wait, which is going to be a problem for another reason. It's that we're going to be wasting a lot of fuel, so I don't like this. I will, because I went through the work, so this is where when you get suggestions from people, and if I don't react to your suggestions immediately, it's now maybe something's changed in all fairness, right? I mean, it could have been one of those situations where they, the game mechanics changed on the person. It has been a few months since they gave me that suggestion. I'm just going through each of these fields. I know I don't want to take these off of wait. So, I mean, if you're willing to put up with the extra fuel usage, I think this is fine. But I won't be doing this. It feels, again, I like to use the word cheaty, but I know that's not really probably a fair word to use. But really, I don't see any way that you could do this without these guys running back and forth, unless you just really liked micromanaging things, which on this size map, no, that's not going to happen. Oops, I don't know why I did that way. I think I'm duplicating efforts. No, there we go. Right, so that's all the field. So we'll leave it like this. We'll put a few more. I put another tractor in here. They're on their way, and I put another Matador. So if 3, 4, 5 worked out, 3 tractors and 5 of these, right? I think if we were to put, maybe at this point we'd have, 4. We're going to have 4 of these. Yeah, I'm not sure how it'll work out. Do we put in like 3? It seems like 2 more of these would be kind of overkill. What's the ratio? So if we had, 3 is to 5, like 4 would be to like 6. Yeah, so maybe, or no, I'm sorry, 8, right? Almost 8. Yeah, let's see. Did we make, we don't have any more harvesters. We do have a few other tractors floating around. We may have made 1 or 2. Right now, this is going pretty slow. Yeah, we don't have many people in here. So once we get those other harvesters, I'll send them down to there. Hopefully I'll remember to cut off the harvester making. But yeah, I mean, if you want to do that and have these guys driving back and forth all the time, I don't think that's bad. I guess the other thing I should check on is, could you do it on a limited basis? But I just don't, I don't see how even on a limited basis. Like, in other words, maybe what you would do is have the trucks not driving back and forth to each field. Like, one truck would handle 2 fields. Like, you probably make this work. Yeah, that would probably be the thing to do, just to not waste quite as much fuel. Yeah, because if you had 3, 4, 5, like 4 trucks handling all these fields, right, that would be fairly reasonable to think that you could not have trucks waiting in each one of these. This guy's still waiting. Yeah. Now it's this guy. Yeah, this is going to the other farm. So is this one. Yeah, so I think that's what you would do is, and I might do that at some point, maybe off camera. But before the episode ended, I just wanted to come up here and take a quick look and see how we're making out here, right? Good. We got a train waiting. Just not breaking my heart, which means today, of course, we're going to have no food in there. We're not wasting our food production. Hopefully, well, these trains should space themselves out to whatever's natural, even if they're a little, like, you got to give things time in this game to really develop. Now, are we doing a little better with this? Yes. Not much. Not as much as I would hope for having 2 trucks, but oh, this one's full. Oh, you know what? We're just gonna. Yeah, where are you? You know what? We're just gonna purchase this. Ah, that's interesting. Well, that's good. All right, where did that train go? You wouldn't think he'd be too far away. Are you going through? No, you're not the right train. Where is our train? Oh, there he is. How did I miss him? Well, the good news is he should take another trip right back there. Now, the other thing, are we just getting... No, we don't have way too much, but if this is doing better, then it's doing better. Now, let's see. The big test, in a way, is... Let's come up here to this year. Yeah, we're in August. And we'll go to imports, Soviet bloc, food. Oh, almost, but definitely cut it down a lot. And again, we got to give things time to settle. But I'm hoping that is enough to at least get us to where we're not. I don't care if we export a lot of food. What are you? Are you one of our food? Yep. See, that's one of the reasons I do the blue. So this guy's coming from the middle, and yep, we got food here. Now, the ones that didn't have food that we were probably purchasing was this Autograd, because we only had one that was coming the reverse direction. I think this one is the food. Yep, and look, we have food in here where this was, I don't know if we were buying at the moment I looked, but it was like very low. And then the other one's going to be all the way over here at Revergrad, and this one had no food. Which, is it this one? No. And it has food. So we're not buying food at this moment, where we were pretty steady. If you look at our... Yeah, well, this year, I guess, is fine. All right, and we come up to the food. So, yeah, we were pretty steady buying food. Once in a while, we caught up with it, but I'd be very curious to see. Well, it have to remind me to take a look in the next episodes. So, like last month, yeah, we bought $285 last month. That did go down. This month, yeah, down to 60. So hopefully we can keep that trend going. And yeah, let's take a look. This month, yeah, so at this moment we're not importing anything. We did a little bit of meat too. So that'll be, but that's also sort of related to this same food problem, right? That's why I was hoping this would work out. I mean, this will increase, I believe, the amount of food we're getting, or amount of crops. It's just, yeah, I'm thinking that what I need to do between the episodes is see how many fields a truck can handle. And the real idea being that what you're really doing is you're expanding the capacity of this, in a way of looking at it, right? Because these trucks are no longer counted against you, so you can have more sowing and harvesting. So there's probably some limit when you have the number of fields that we have here that to what would make sense. But yeah, I'm thinking of taking off some of these trucks, and if I do that, I'll let you know how it goes. But in the meantime, yeah, I think that is an improvement. Are you better off just putting in another field someplace? You know, you don't need people to come to your field, so... Like, would it really be that... Well, firehouses is kind of an issue. You do need to get fire protection. Though I don't know, do we even have fire protection here? That's not a firehouse. Oh, yeah, it is. No, you know what? I don't even think we have fire protection here. I shouldn't have said anything. I don't know. Do farms burn down? I don't really remember my farms burning down, but... And what is this? You know what? That's... I don't think there's any way we can construct that anyhow, but I think it should be built, right? Yeah, that certainly wasn't going to help our distribution of power. There we go. All right, well, there you go, guys. Like I said, I think we can pretty safely say that we're no longer importing food. Did we just import some? No. Oh, it's the steel, concrete, and gravel. The stuff I just finished that thing for the electrical line there. Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on the meat. I'm kind of curious to see about that, but we'll probably have some, keep touching back in the different episodes on how we're doing here, but we'll go off to some other project. I'm really kind of concerned about this. Yeah, why is this so... Are you telling me that this guy sitting there is now causing this problem? That's a little bit silly, don't you think? I mean, we do have a signal here, and yeah, I don't know, that's a bug or a bad design of some sort. Right, that's just sort of ridiculous. I don't know what to say about that. Well, at least they're not holding up the things, but it's whatever they're working on is... Yeah, the construction office. Are you almost on your way out? And the problem's going to be that if we constantly have trains coming in here... Yeah, and this is where I didn't get criticism. I wouldn't, oh, you love bridges. You had to build bridges. Oh, too many bridges. No, this is why you build bridges. Because the game's not, you end up with this mess. Oh, now we got people dead. The bus hit them. Anyway, yeah, I might end up building a bridge over here, I guess. Yeah, I definitely want... Yeah, I mean, vehicles definitely need to be able to go that way, like maybe not all the time, but enough. All right, guys, I will see you in a little bit. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a good day.